Some leftists really cannot get over their belief that Trump is a fascist and that every move he's making is not because he genuinely wants to lower the murder rate, but there has to be some ulterior, like very dark motive.
So the biggest trend in the world right now is saying that Trump is dead. Thinking that President Trump is simply because he allegedly took a few days off shows how active he has truly been as president. God forbid my president takes a little me time. Mind you, Joe Biden took off damn near 6 months and not a single Democrat raised questions about it. But what's truly disgusting is how many people are celebrating the possibility of our president dying. President Trump has sacrificed so much for our freedoms, but even just on a non-political, simply human level, conservatives prayed for Joe Biden when he was diagnosed. So seeing this reaction and the thousands of posts like it tell me exactly what the difference is between the left and the right.
Hell no.
Several days later.
Now it's about midnight on August 30th. You are going to see a lot of left-wing, big-name influencers peddling the conspiracy that Donald Trump is. This was all started because Laura Kozian, I think that's how you say her last name, she is a freelance foreign policy journalist who's very well respected, tweeted out that she thinks it's weird that President Trump has not had a public event since Tuesday and does not have any public events going into this weekend. Now, I'm going to tell you the real reason I think that is because there's a pretty good explanation for that. But ever since she tweeted this, left-wing Twitter is celebrating like it's 1999. I am so sick of these people claiming that, when they go low, we go high. We're the party of morals and decency. They're celebrating Trump right now on bullshit rumors.
Word on the streets is that man passed. Word on the streets is that man passed. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or nothing, but it seems a little bit too serendipitous that he perished on Labor Day weekend when everybody already got they grills ready. Everybody already about to barbecue. People got a day off. I don't know. This seems too good to be true.
It's just so weird to see how absolutely deplorable and trashy and hateful and disrespectful a lot of people, especially a lot of black people, have become over this election, over a man who's actually helping our community.
Yes, these people will never cease to amaze me. Days ago, I saw this. They took a clip out of context of the Vice President. J.D. Vance says he is likely to step in as president if the president passes away. This is what I was saying on social media, Libras, putting out like Trump heard is not okay, oh, this, that. I don't know why these people will always create a problem where it seems to be none. It is insane. I have a couple of videos I'm going to show you. I don't know if this is AI videos and pictures these people generated. They put out pictures of Trump hand everywhere. Libras were doing videos back to back.
The sun out here shining. I blame Trump. I blame Donald Trump for it because why is the sun shining? Why is it beautiful out here? He always doing stuff.
Some alarming pictures that just came out that raise more questions about Donald Trump's health. Now, I have a lot of photos here to go through, but first, we also know Donald Trump's health is not great because the White House was forced to talk about this after mainstream media failed to put pressure on them, but independent media put the pressure on and they were forced to talk about it. Here is Caroline Levitt having to talk about the fact that Donald Trump is not doing well. Okay, so they're saying it's benign, but I have some reporting here from a doctor who has seen Donald Trump. Obviously, he can't examine Donald Trump directly, but seeing what he has seen and knowing what she said, here's what this doctor has to say about Donald Trump's condition, and he thinks that Donald Trump actually has congestive heart failure. Well, that's one person's opinion, but as he said, this is very obvious because Donald Trump has been taken photos of many times where the makeup on his hand is just completely obvious.
You take a look at this. Concern about Donald Trump's hurt have been amplified by some liberal leaning individuals and media, often citing his age, visible physical changes, or unverified claims about conditions like chronic insufficiency or cognitive decline, as seen in recent reports from outlets like the Daily Beast and the Mirror, US. This narrative, sometimes fueled by speculation or exaggerated interpretations of events like Brussels or Gavel, can spread rapidly due to political biases and a desire to undermine Trump's image, especially among those opposed to his presidency. However, such claims are frequently criticized as misinformation when they lack substantiated evidence, with fact-checkers and public health experts noting that unverified health rumors often serve to polarize rather than inform. Nobody is doing anything about this fake info they're spreading every single day. It is a call for concern. Something needs to be done. When Biden was there are certain issues you can't even say. But Trump allowed everyone to speak reasons. You are saying this.
Is Donald Trump alive right now? I don't think I'm asking the question literally. I mean, he probably is. But where is Trump? Donald Trump has not been seen publicly for 3 days on video since that disaster cabinet meeting from Tuesday. I put out a tweet. I put out a a Blue Sky post, a Substack note earlier saying, has anyone seen Donald Trump on video over the last 3 days? I looked through all of the replies and there is no video of Donald Trump from the last 3 days. The White House put out a tweet with a picture of Trump in the Oval Office because of some new knick-knack or tchotchke that they have in there. But of course, that picture could be from any time. Donald Trump's Truth Social account put out a couple of posts. Of course, these could have been written by anybody. And at least one of them strangely uses the M dash typically associated with ChatGPT writing. Another one uses the word literally, not something that Donald Trump does in his Truth Social posts. And then we have news of the temporary flight restriction known as a TFR. Donald Trump was scheduled to fly to New Jersey tonight to deliver some remarks. A TFR was filed with air traffic control, and then the TFR was canceled, which suggests that Donald Trump is not going, even though nothing publicly as of this moment has been said as to why he's not going or why this has been canceled. This is all fueling speculation. Where is Donald Trump at this point in time? We have now had weeks of growing concern about Donald Trump's health, of course, some dubbing him Cankles Caligula because of the swollen ankles.
Without actually saying it, I'm here saying it out loud. Cultural reporter, president. Now, no source. I have no idea if that's true or not. But it's weird that he has not said anything. I'm surprised his people haven't just been like, you guys are idiots. Usually, they love making people look stupid. Like, they love to call people stupid. But all of a sudden, it's just like, radio silence. And now I'm just sitting here scratching my head like, wait a second. It would kind of make sense. Where it's like, oh, yeah, that's why he was like, nah, I'm about to Sims mode this shit. Ballroom over there. Hold on, I got the Mar-a-Lago. Man, bring them poles up. Yup. Rose garden, forget that. Concrete. I need an event. I'm about to do something to the roof, too. He's going to pop out the color like peroxide in Trump fashion. Or, I mean...
I did not see this kind of energy when Biden was there. We clearly saw everything. We speculated everything, and at the end of the day, it came out to be true. What Libras are struggling to do now is something I don't understand. This lady tweeted this. Since Trump became president, every day he is at work. He's working non-stop until a lot of people will ask, is this man resting? It was a call for concern. Even a CNN journalist admitted when Trump is the president, journalists don't rest because they are always there. When Biden was there, they relaxed a lot. He took up break for a few days. This is the kind of rumors we are getting on social media. Libra spreading fake info, putting out ridiculous videos about him. I'm not surprised. Sometimes you need to just create some kind of fake news to make yourself feel better. That's exactly what they're doing. And it is crazy at some point.
It'd be my pleasure to spend tons of money fighting you and turning you into a loser, which is what happened here.